Hey, so here we are. Just finished up with my human experience project, and it's been quite a ride. I got to go to the Unitarian Universalist Church. I got to see John Shelby Spong speak. I studied Islam for a semester. I worked with the youth group. I saw them confirmed. There's a lot of interesting stuff that went on, and a lot of it I thought tied in to either the intellectual processes of being human or just the tenets of life that are played out in religion. So I'm just going to speak quickly to each of them and what I thought I saw. Um, First thing I did was I went to Unitarian Church, which doesn't subscribe to any particular religious beliefs, although they are linked tenuously to Judeo-Christian tradition. Although you'll never hear of Jesus mentioned or Moses mentioned or any of those figures mentioned in church. They pride themselves on being the most accepting that they could be, and I was really taken aback and really blown away by just how much acceptance and how out there people were with who they were and they were being who they are. So that's what I kind of wrote about in my piece. I wrote about just how accepting humans are capable of being. I thought it came off as a little bit wordy at times. I didn't feel a whole lot of tangibility or tangibleness to what they were really talking about, but I really appreciate I felt at home there. I felt like I could be whoever I wanted to be and I'd be accepted. Next thing I did was I visited and I saw John Shelby Spong speak about life after death. That's a person who is extremely radical within Christian thought. He's written books that flat out reject the idea of a theological God, and he says some things that really get under a lot of people's skin. So he wasn't exactly the Bible-thumping biblical speaker that a lot of folks would maybe be expecting or a lot of folks would be used to hearing. And it being at First Plymouth, it was interesting to see folks dealing with that. And I was really impressed by the effort and the open-mindedness that I saw within the congregation. So I wrote about how cerebral religion can be and how there's an academic and thought-provoking side to it that is mirrored in human experience, where folks that are in school are always learning. Every day we're learning, we're making choices, and we're trying to grow. That's the only way we can strive to be more fully human, so that's what I wrote about in that piece. I saw life stages played out within the church, like rites of passage, which are just as important in religion or just as important in church as they are in outside life. And I wrote about that when I went and saw confirmation. The most moving experience was youth group when I saw a whole group kind of supporting one of our members who was having a very tough time because her mother had just been put in the hospital and she didn't know what was going on. So I was just blown away by the level at which these kids would support each other. Now it's time to start kind of thinking about some of the questions I had. I was wondering the whole time, like, for lack of a better word, where does God like fit in or not fit into all of this? Because to me, a lot of my experience in church has been all the things that are good about church are non-theological. Like, the things that they do for people aren't rooted in a specific spiritual awareness. But I wonder if a place exists that's I wonder if we took God or Jesus out of the equation, what the church would be, or what that brings to the table. Oh, I forgot to talk about my Islam. Okay, so this last semester I took a class on Islam, which made me do a lot of thinking as to how I think about other groups of people or how they're treated, because I've seen Muslims in America just be completely vilified or completely cut off from the greater society, and folks don't understand that they have been here and they have been contributing to our society in a great number of ways for hundreds of years, to where now folks are asking, are you really an American? You know, can you really be an American if you're a Muslim? And it just hurts that they'd even ask those questions. So I guess, does religious life help to expand the humanity of others? And if so, how? How can the human experience inform religious thought to where all religions benefit from the commonality of human experience? How does that affect education? I guess I saw just how human everything was in religion. I guess I felt people to where teaching, I don't have to really care what religion this person is. You know, oh, they're Jewish. Well, so what? They're still a person. Oh, they're a Christian. Oh, do I have to talk to them about this? You know, to where it almost becomes a non-factor as to their specific religious beliefs. But what is a factor is their humanity. Yeah, that's what I'd say. This project helped me understand the common swath of humanness that's present across religions and across religious expression. So overall, it was very enlightening. It made me think about my own faith. Not like I ever do that before, and made me wish I could have gone to a Jewish temple or a mosque. But there's always the summer. All right, thanks for listening.